So now we're going to transition. We're going to trap the puck on your conversation portion. We're going to now give you advice because we can see the game from an outside perspective. We're also entrepreneurs, so we have the savviness to it.
We're also podcasters, and this is our duty to forward the common good, forward the just whatever you need. So, and we're just ideas guys in general. This is what we do. This is how we build our brand.
We generate content.
Yeah.
All right. So to start, I'm going to give you a little advice. So if I'm feeling generous and I want to pay for the table next to me, can I hack the server, log into their account, and then pay for their bill?
Right now, you could. I mean, you just have to scan their code and pay for it. So
I can't do it hidden. I can't do it anonymously.
Right now, it depends on how they do their QR codes. Because if we do stickers on the table, it might be tough. But if we do the cards, like we're thinking about just having a book of the QR codes that could be given to. You just like, hey, scan this really quick and take it back. So if it has in that format, then yeah, you could say, hey, I want to pay for them. Could I scan their code?
Okay.
And you do that.
Okay.
So it is kind of an option.
So
it is kind of an option. It's not intentionally built in, to be honest. But
okay.
we can intentionally build that in.
Nice.
Okay. Nice, dude. That's a good CEO there, willing to help his customers out. Mold the app to the customers. Makes sense. Totally great answer, Clay. I have a suggestion. If they use the YoEats app to pay, can they gain points that are worth a certain dollar value so they can go back and use those points or whatever you would call them towards whatever restaurant is partnering with YoEats?
Yeah, so we're actually building that in right now.
Okay.
I was talking with the old restaurant, or one of my restaurant managers. He's my next door neighbor in Chicago, actually, but he wanted us to build that in, so that's pretty easily built. We're building that in, and it should be done in the next week.
Okay. Right on. All right, so say it's your anniversary, you're on a date, or it's your birthday. Can you type that in somewhere to alert the waitress without telling your spouse across from you or someone across from you to break the surprise?
Yeah, so basically, right now we're not. The server doesn't get to see, say, Declan and Andrew are scanned into table 5 yet, but we're building in, so it'd be like Declan and Andrew are at table 5, and you could kind of in your profile put in your anniversary and your birthday, let's say. So when you scan in, it'll alert them, say, hey, it's Andrew's birthday.
Okay.
Nice. So it's the anniversary of the Backpocket, something like that.
Exactly.
Did,
big event.
So they would be alerted.
Okay.
So we can't really make up that it's whoever, it's Andrew's birthday. If Andrew and I went out to dinner
for the free dessert,
I can't text the waitress and say, hey, it's Andrew's birthday, and then we'd get the free ice cream at the end.
No.
What are your thoughts on adding that portion in?
Well, I mean, it sounds great for the patrons, but servers, I think, having the patrons give them the ability to text the server, that might get a little annoying.
Yeah, which actually is a perfect transition. Usually when you're at the bar or when you're at the restaurant, I don't think this happens to me or Andrew per se, or maybe even you. But you lose count of how many beers you had. You could go on your phone and look at the count, but you could have an interactive portion of your thing or of your app that just has a big number on your screen. So then it just counts how many beers you had. So when you're on your 5th beer and you think you only had your 3rd,
then you're like, oh, I'm on my 5th beer.
Then you're like, oh, check this out. I'm on 5 beers.
Okay, yes, there's a big 5 right on your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of.
I like that.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
I like that.
Or maybe after you order your second, maybe the YoEats app alerts you and says, hey, are you driving tonight? And then maybe a little responsibility aspect to it.
Yeah, that would be good. Mm-hmm. That would be a good. That is a good idea. I like that.
All right,
we finally got one. There we go.
I got another one potentially. All right, okay. So say you're sitting down at the restaurant and you have a spoon and a fork, but you don't like either of those utensils. You really just wanted a spork.
Is there a spork button?
Is there a spork button?
Currently no spork button.
Okay. That's all right.
Probably not in the plans either.
Okay. All right. I got another one. So when you're at the bar and this happens to me all the time. And they give you a really cool glass and it's got some cool logo on it or something. Yeah. And college kids, I'm not going to say I've ever done this, but some college kids will just go ahead and steal the glass, and the waitress isn't going to notice. Is there a button on the YoEats app that basically asks the owners, "Can I have this beer glass?"
No, that's legitimate. What we could do is we could put a glass button in here, send you the price for a glass or something if they wanted to start selling them.
Yeah, and that would be right next to the beer count button.
Yeah, absolutely. So it would be like a beer button and then a glass button underneath, like a glass count, however many you want.
With the spork button.
Yeah, with the spork button toggle.
Toggled over on the side because no one's going to use it.
Well, I mean, just make it its whole page, like, so it has its own glory.
Okay.
Like, the whole thing just, like, hit it, sport.
Alright, Andrew actually brought up a good point with the spork dilemma. If there's a situation, which has happened to me before, where there are times where, I mean, you don't have your utensils at the table,
or you kick the fork
on the ground, or you don't have like the ketchup's missing, or there's like you have some sort of complaint, right?
Yeah.
Is there a complaint or like a call your waitress button that we can maybe implement?
Yeah, we've heard that. We've heard that quite a bit. We're thinking about it.
Okay. It's a valid concern.
We gotta see, because we don't want people just like, well, I need my water, and just like keep hitting the button, or
mashing,
having a million alerts. It's like, yeah, their job is to go serve you, so they're gonna get there. We don't really want to add to any anxiety or frustrations. Like, they're busy, so but we have had that. It could be kind of a by restaurant basis if they wanted you to be allowed to do that. So we're thinking about it, but valid point. Yeah.
Okay. I think that concludes the advice we have.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, we're always here for you. The back pocket. Just put it in your back pocket.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned.